City Arc Slow Scan TV Net. This net serves for training and practice and image transmission modes and meets Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. on the N6NA repeater on 441.3 megahertz. River City Arcs members and all licensed radio amateurs are welcome to participate. If you wish to join the net or need to make a call at any time, please announce your call sign between transmissions and net control will acknowledge you. If an emergency should arise and you need the repeater, please contact the net control by saying break, break. A double break signifies emergency traffic. The net will stand by for you until the emergency is terminated or the traffic is moved to another frequency. Stations who wish to check into the net or have to respond with their full call sign using the recognized ITU phonetic alphabet and their name. I will recognize each station before continuing. Okay, any station that wishes to participate, please come now.
Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta Carol, Citrus Heights.
Hello, Carol. I don't have my YouTube up yet. Are we live?
Yes, we are live on YouTube.
Okay. I'll do a welcome to them in a minute. Anybody else like to check into tonight's Slow Scan TV Net?
November 6 Hotel Alpha, Bill in Roseville.
All right, Bill, I got you. Glad to have you here as usual. Anybody else?
November 6, Papa Golf, Quebec, Bob in Northmost Roseville.
So I'll be a passive observer if I can.
Okay, I got another slow scan stalwart. That's Bob. Stalwart, not Scalawag. N6PGQ, and I got Stuart as a casual observer. You got us up on YouTube, Stuart?
Not yet. I just got home and I'm loading it up now.
All right, good. We welcome the commentary from anybody who's not quite ready to transmit yet. So, that being said, anybody else? Okay, I'll start with that group, or this group, and I'll call in a little bit. So, Carol checked in first. I guess I'll go on. If you're ready, Carol, you got everything squared away with YouTube and you're ready to transmit. If you'd like to go ahead, please do so.
Okay, very good. We will be sending this up PD120.
you, Carol. That one rendered real well on YouTube. So, speaking of YouTube, I can't see if we have anybody because I got it on my TV, but welcome to any YouTube viewers. We're glad to have you, and we encourage you to come every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Pacific time. So, that said, it's time for commentary, and first comment there is going to go to Bill, N6HA.
Yeah, great quality here. A few pixel pops. I know very well what this picture is, so I'll leave it to the next person maybe to give their 2 cents before before responding. I'll leave it to Carol, N6HA.
Thanks for that. I got a real good idea what's going on too, but I'm not saying anything. Let's go to Bob, N6PGQ.
Well, I have quite a few pixel pops here at my station, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what this is because I don't quite know. We've got a computer with a waterfall on it. Looks fairly wide, so it could be a digital signal, maybe. Handheld radio on the left side. 3D printed box, possibly, with a couple antennas on it, and a whole bunch of journals down at the bottom. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, they're journals. So I'm be interested to know what Carol's decoding here, N6PGQ.
We're a small group tonight. Let's go to Stuart and see what he thinks about it.
Well, I agree with that comment. I see a laptop with, it looks like an SDR plugged in to USB on the laptop. And on the screen, I see handheld as well, but it might be bothing. I can't tell. It's blurry. The device on the left, I don't know. I want to say that's a CubeSat or a very elaborate All-Star node. I'm not sure, but I'm going to say go with a CubeSat. And again, do see the magazines down below. Given the nature of the chairs and the gray curtain on the right, this might be at the State Fair, but I don't really know. And that's the best I can do. N6NA.
All right. Thanks for that, Stuart. I will concur on the State Fair one. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's either belongs to Bill or Alan, K6AGW, but I'm going to let Carol explain it. By the way, I also got a lot of pixel pops on my reception. That's kind of why I said on YouTube it came out really good. It really rendered well on YouTube, better than on my screen. But let's go to Carol then.
Well, I am going to defer to Bill, N6HA, who could probably inform a lot better what this is than I could. Over to Net.
Go ahead, Bill. Tell us about it. I guess it's yours without the solar panels on it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that is my CubeSat simulator. Mine's the naked one. I didn't put the panels on yet, and I still haven't decided if I'm going to. Alan has his on it. It makes it a little more difficult to get to things, but mine also, the battery did die in the middle of the State Fair. That's where we're at here, is the State Fair. Luckily, I did have a charger for it, so it wasn't a big deal. So yeah, this is a great photo that Carol took of my setup, part of my display for the California State Fair. So the laptop there has an RTL SDR dongle plugged into it. You can see the web SDR on the, or not the web SDR, just normal SDR software on the left-hand side of the monitor. But on the right-hand side, it's actually decoding slow scan imagery. And this CubeSat simulator, the mode it was set into is to take a photo every so often and then transmit it over slow scan for all to decode. So I have a bunch of pictures of people walking by from the fair from the CubeSat because I have the history on this laptop of all the decodes. So it was a good demonstration for people that came by of some of the other things you could do in ham radio. when it comes to satellites, and I think a lot of people enjoyed the demonstration. And I appreciate Carol taking this photo. It's a really good photo of the setup. I actually didn't take a photo of it myself, N6AJ.
All right, very good. You kind of sort of answered my question for you or Carol, but I guess I'll go to you. Did you get a lot of public interest in this? Because it is a rather unique thing, attractive even to the non-ham.
Yeah, a lot of people are very interested in it because they're aware of Starlink satellites and things getting into orbit. So the general public's very aware of the satellite presence is increasing. So a lot of people are excited to hear that this is even an option for ham radio, and that we actively go out there and work satellites as part of the hobby. And but a lot of the times people are asking me why or how, and the why is for fun and the technical challenge, and the how is I don't know. Someone's getting grant money to shoot these up into the atmosphere, and I don't know how it works. But usually I think they just have extra room on these missiles. So yeah, a lot of people are very interested, and I think it helps some of the more STEM-oriented people see what ham radio could do.
Yeah, I would say, this is Bill, K6KRQ. I would say this would be one of the better attractants, if you will, trying to encourage people to get into the amateur radio hobby. I'm sure I wouldn't get too much argument from that. So, that said, great picture, great exhibit. I didn't think of about maybe something like this at the fair. It's an excellent exhibit. So that said, we're going to go. Well, before I go to Bill for another picture, is there anybody else that's come along that would like to check into the Slow Scan TV Net? This is Bill, K6KRQ.
KK6 WSP.
Well, I'll be KK6 WSP. That's Greg. Good to have you, Greg.
Well, I appreciate that. I got a train going by now, but I got pictures ready for later.
All right, excellent. It's good to have you. So hopefully you're all fired up and ready to go, because we're going to go to Bill, N6AJ now, and see what he's got for us this week. If you're ready, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, this is going to be PD-120, and I'm hoping you're able to make out what I'm trying to send. But there's more to it than meets the eyes. N6HA.
Thank you, Bill. You know, there's never any want for conversation starters on this net, but it just so happens that Greg came along to fill the next commentary slot. So if you got this picture, Greg, how about giving us your comment on it?
Oh, very good. Yeah, I definitely received that picture. I'm on the same wavelength. No mistaking what we got here. What's funny is a dramatic reduction in the pops, or the little green dots, let's say. But because of the image of these wonderful pastries here, they soak up all the irregularities in the dots. They just look like more confetti. So we're receiving good here. KK6WSB.
All right, very good, Greg. Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. It was dramatically less pops, like in my reception. Let's go to the top to Carol for her take on this photo. Go ahead, Carol.
Okay, this is KP4MD. I'm just going to guess this is a kind of a confection. Would it be cookie dough bites? This is my guess. I have no idea what it is. Back over to you, KP. But nice and clear, just like maybe about half a dozen pixel pops, and they were mostly in the bottom half. Back over to you.
Thank you, Carol. I noticed that YouTube took a little bit longer to do the last, like, 20% of the image. But I don't know, just an observation. Any comments before I go to Bill?
Yeah, quick comment, N6NA SSTV Net.
Go for it, Stuart.
I just wanted to let Bill know that it was very sneaky to put in sprinkles to hide the pixel pops, and there aren't many. That's it.
Thanks, Stuart. I, too, was wondering if that was a calculated move. But anyway, that said, I would dive into these things in a minute. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what they are, Bill, and there's got to be some kind of significance to it. Go ahead.
Yeah, they are cookies. Yeah, my good friend Kevin made these for me. It was my birthday not too long ago. And in passing, I mentioned I really like Spritz cookies, which are a type of German cookie. Spritz in German means to squirt. So you extrude these cookies out using a press. And he made these homemade for me, making with his own press. That he actually 3D printed a custom nozzle for this occasion to cook these for me. And it's really hard to make out. Even in person, it's kind of hard to make out. But if you notice, the top right cookie says N6HA on it. So it says N6, and then on the bottom line it says HA. So they all have my call sign on them, which is a very nice touch. And in person, I actually didn't see it at first either. So it's a very subtle and a cool addition he was able to do for these cookies. So I appreciate it. They were really good. I ate pretty much all of them now, and I convinced him to do. We do board game nights, and there's usually a theme. So I convinced him to do a German theme for this next one, hopefully to get more of these cookies. And 6HA.
All right, very good. I do see N6HA now, but it needed to be pointed out. It is very subtle, but I definitely see it. So thanks for that. Good picture. Like I said, that one came through good on YouTube and my reception. All right, before we go to Bob, I'm going to call and see if anybody else might have come along for Slow Scan tonight this Wednesday. Anybody else out there that's come along that'd like to check in? Come now. Okay, no takers that time. This is Bill, K6KRQ, Wednesday evening Slow Scan TV Net. Next, we're going to go to Bob in Northmost Roseville. He's N6PGQ, and see what he might have for us tonight. Go ahead there, Bob.
Well, good evening, Bill and the Net. This is PD120 N6PGQ.
right, good job. I'm kind of slow getting it at my house on YouTube, but that rendered real well. There's no hiding pixel pops in this picture, but very good. So my comment order is going to bring me to Bill, N6HA. Are you ready for a comment, Bill?
Yeah, good quality photo. I see maybe one pixel pop and like a little, like a smudge. So it came over really well. Best quality of the night for sure. I see three gentlemen up on looks like a mezzanine at the state fair probably. Most likely pulling down coax from the exhibit that we had going. So the middle, that looks like James. The right, I think that might be Alan. I'm not sure. Looks like him, but doesn't look like him. And then the left, I'm not sure who that is. I thought it was Neil at first, but I don't think that's Neil. So I assume Bob's taking the photo from the ground floor, make sure everyone's being safe. So yeah, that's my guess, and I'd like to see if I was right. N6HA.
Thank you, Bill. That would be my guess on the three gents up there, too. Let's go to Stuart and see what he's got to say.
Yeah, I agree. After this, I'm going to log off and turn into a pumpkin. But yeah, I agree. It looks like Neil, James, and Alan up in the balcony at Building B at Cal Expo, N6TV Net.
All right, Stuart. Have a good evening. Thanks for dropping by anyway. I hope you can get your rig squared away for the future.
I will. I haven't looked at it, but I had a long day. I've been taking care of Mom and other things, so I'll be back next week.
All right, Stuart. We'll see you soon. Have a pleasant evening. Let's go. Oh, any more comments before I go to Bob?
WSP.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, I got a nice, good image here, and you guys are using that PD120 tonight. I haven't been on here in quite a while, and that zooms in real good on a regular computer or whatnot. So I certainly got Alan there in the purple shirt, and then a little bit of slant creeping in on this particular photo. So we'll see what's going on with that. KK6WSP, good image.
Thank you, Greg. Sometimes when, I don't know where George is tonight in 6YG, we'll shoot some like Martin and Robot 32s sometimes because they're fast. But mostly it's PD120 of late. So that said, let's go to Bob, N6PGQ, and have him tell us what's happening in this picture.
Well, you identified the three cats on the catwalk. This is not on the mezzanine. This is you have to access this by going up a ladder, and they're taking down the coax just like you guys said. So we're all packed up and cleaned out of Building B and looking forward to next year in 6PGQ.
All right, Bob, thank you. Like everybody else said, that came through real well. No attack of the killer pave pause or the station identifier. So, this is Bill, K6KRQ. I'm still not at the bottom of the hour, so I'm going to ask to see if anybody else might have come along that would like to check into the Slow Scan TV Net. Struck out that time. All right, Greg, we're going to go to you. Greg's KK6WSP, and see what you might have for us tonight, if you are ready.
Yeah, Roger, I got an old computer, an old image, an old template. I got to remember to turn on Vox, so I think I'm ready there. And we're going to try this Martin 1, the KK6WSP.
right, thank you, Greg. I probably shouldn't have said anything about the identifier. That notwithstanding, that one came through real good too. I have not yet tried to figure out how to put the little vignette in the corner. I think that's a good touch. But that said, we're going to go to commentary. That's going to bring us right back to the top. To Carol, KP4MD, if you're ready there, Carol.
Sure, this is KP4MD. A very good picture. I did see that ID stripe about 60% of the way down from the top. But nice vivid colors. Looks like Greg over there doing some paddling on a river, probably. And yeah, that little inset picture is one of the default templates that comes with MMS STV. So you can just pick that particular template and activate it on top of any other picture, unless you've eliminated the stock templates. It should be there. It should be there in your program. But nice picture. Back over to you. This is Kellepop for Mike Delta.
Oh, okay, thanks for that tip. I'll have to do that because, like I said, I just like that touch. It's something else. Let's go to Bill N6HA for his take on this. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, great quality. Here's a few pixel pops. The ID did get you halfway through, unfortunately, but I don't think it really takes that much away from the photo. Yeah, you got that cool template everyone likes. I don't know how you make that one from scratch, but if you go to templates, you can just load that one in. But I couldn't figure out how you got that box if you start fresh. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think this is Greg. Looks like he's out on a lake or a river having a fun time. I don't see any fishing poles, so maybe you're just paddling around and enjoying the outside. So yeah, where are you at? N6HA.
All right, again, we were like small. Thanks for that, Bill. Small crew tonight. How about you, Bob? You got a comment on this one?
Well, maybe some evening we can have a tech session and figure out how to insert pictures and do all the captioning and find the N6 PGQ 595 and how you insert that. Quality's really good. I'm trying to count, and I'm under 10 pixel pops here. Really nice quality picture. Someone's out paddling somewhere in a river or a lake. Be interesting to hear. N6 PGQ.
All right, very good, Bob. One night, George and I did have a tech session after this net till about like 12:30 at night or in the morning. But anyway, this is Bill K6KQ. This is a great picture. That is Greg, I'm sure. From the picture and the template, you look like you're an old hand at this, Greg. Good layout, good picture, good all the way around. So why don't you tell us about it, where it's at, and all that good stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, well, thank you, Bill, for the flattery and I guess I got a new antenna. I said I had all those old things, but I got this new X510, trying it out on 70 centimeter here. And yeah, this one was an old photo, so it was already 320 by 256. Toughest part of slow scan is taking a good picture and getting it sized up, so that PD120 makes a lot of sense. So this is down the American River. I think this is the first time I kayaked, actually. We started Hazel, Sunrise, somewhere like that. And the guy that I went with provided the kayak and the whole plan. Him and his wife and the cars and the something or other. We got in the kayaks, and then the truck disappeared, and it ended up at our destination somehow. I had it all worked out. So anyway, yeah, but I had a dry bag with the radio. I was like, I'm gonna use the radio, and turned out no, I was too chicken yella, and I put the radio in the dry bag, And then of course I managed to not get in the drink that day, so I was good. KK6WSP.
All right, very good. Good picture. Like I said, good format. You know what? I think Alan, K6AGW, and Charlie, K6CBD, went for the same kind of cruise, the same place the other day. So I haven't heard about it from them yet, though. All right, that being said, that would bring it to my turn. So I've got one for you. This one's a little bit old, too, but it's still pretty good. So if you're ready, here it comes. I must have really slow internet here, at least right now. I didn't start getting it on YouTube till the line got above N6NA SSTV Net. That's the slowest I've ever seen it render here. Anyway, I'm kind of curious to see how you guys got that one. Let's go to Greg, KK6WSP first for a comment. Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, good evening again. Yeah, this is pretty good quality, almost readable. I don't know if it's falling rock or it's certainly something rock. Almost readable there. And then, of course, air show. You can read that plain as day. And I'm guessing, based on the haze, that that's not a bad photo, that that's something else. That's steam. Who knows that that's something else. So good time, good receive, and KK6WSP.
Whoa, I dodged the identifier. Pretty good, Greg. Let's go to the top to Carol and see what she has to say about it.
Yeah, this is Kill Papa 4 Mike Delta. You know, I really love the way that you share all these pictures that have to do with California's sites. I have never been to this place. I have no idea where it is, but I'm guessing it has something to do with perhaps maybe one of the volcanoes, like maybe Mount Lassen or Mount Shasta. Yeah, I could see something that looks like steam coming out of the ground, which makes you think there's some kind of geothermal process going on. But yeah, maybe about a dozen pixel pops but they're mostly scattered through the white part there. So you really can't make hardly anything out there. Otherwise, it's a really good picture. Back to you, KP4MD.
Pretty good. Again, small group tonight. Let's go to Bill, N6HA, see what he's got to say.
Yeah, good quality photo, just a few pixel pops, nothing crazy. I agree with everyone else. I think there's some kind of volcanic activity, some type. It doesn't look like a geyser, so maybe it's just volcanic ducts, maybe. So it's just steam. But they have this person at a safe distance, which is good. And I do see maybe something pool, rolling pool, something young pool. I can't make it out, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to know where this is at, N6HA.
Thanks, Bill. How about you, Bob? You want to hazard a guess as to where it's at?
Boy, I'm never right. Well, trees, I don't think, well, I can't tell. It isn't clear. The trees don't look like trees out of state, so I don't think it looks like Yellowstone. It could be near geysers. I don't know. We'll find out. Quality's pretty good. Few pixel pops, and didn't see an ID in 6PGQ.
All right, thank you. Both you, especially Carol, pretty close. It is at Lassen National Park. We went there a couple weeks ago, my wife and I, but we weren't going to hike here. This I took quite a while ago when my son was a teenager. He's in his 30s now, so do the math. But that's at Bumpus Hell. The sign says boiling pool. And you know what, guys and gal, the biggest memory I got of this place is looking down where my son Kevin is by the railing. There was like an empty Gatorade bottle in the mud. I was so disgusted and disappointed. But anyway, that's where it's at. Lassen National Park, Bumpus Hell. It's a bunch of boiling pools. It's kind of neat. It's a leisurely hike, but we didn't do it this time. But that's the story on that one.
WSB.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, good evening there, Bill. So there was something extra on that. I have been to that particular bump place there. I remember thinking, did they really name this officially State Park and whatnot with a a junior high joke right up in there with the hell? And I was there in '07, I guess. They had catwalks and stuff, and so I don't know that I saw this spot, but I've been to that park and that feature, KK6WSB.
Thanks for that. That's pretty close to like when I took this picture. We were still living in L.A. at the time, and me and my son took a big trip up there, so that was quite an adventure. It's a day trip from here, but from Canoga Park, it was a big adventure. So anyway, that being said, this is Bill, K6KRQ. It's just a quarter to the hour. I'm going to ask if anybody else has any other pictures they'd like to send. So if not, I don't have anything queued up. I guess I'll end it. We can end it early tonight. I was glad to have Greg come along. That was a pleasant surprise. Thank you, Greg. And I'm hoping for Stuart to get his gear rigged up. He always has some conversation starters. So before I end it, does anybody have any questions or comments before I do so?
I got one more if there's a round two out there.
Yeah, nights like this, we have like a lot of extra time before the top of the hour, so we're more than happy to have you send it. Fire away.
Well, if you've been listening to me over the years, I probably broadcasted this back when we were on 2 meters. I'm just finding, good photos in the app here, and the computer's working good, so I'm going to remember to do Vox, and we're doing Martin 1, KK6WSB.
that one came through excellent. No identifier on that one. I want to move back up through the order on this one. Let's go to Bob, N6PGQ, for comment on this one.
Well, the quality is real good. Very, I don't know if I can find a pixel pop trying to do that. We have a crane loading up a whole bunch of stripped and debarked timber onto a rail car. Looks like it's going to go off to the mill. Really nice pictures. Could be interesting to know when this was, because there aren't a lot of trees going on rail cars at the moment, as far as I know. Ones in our area all go by truck, so it's going to be interesting to know where and when in 6PGQ.
Interesting take. Let's go to Bill, N6HA, and see what he's got to say. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, knowing Greg, this is probably the view from his backyard, because he has that train track we always hear when he's on the air. I think your live stream has a video of it too. So it looks like, yeah, some kind of I think what happened is they probably redid the ties on the track, and then this is a cleanup crew to pull out, to go and grab the old ones, because those are very uniform-sized pieces of wood, and they remind me of a railroad tie. I think it's a tie, the wood part that's underneath the rail. So I'm guessing they went through and refurbished this section of the rail, and these guys are going to pick up the wood. Is what I think's happening, but I don't know. Be interested to find out more. N6HA. Oh yeah, and good quality. There's only one pixel pop that I could see.
Thanks for that, Billy. That was a good take on that. That made me think of something else. Let me go to Carol and see what she's got to say about it.
Yeah, thank you very much for this picture, Greg, and thank you for joining us. This is very clear, maybe about half a dozen pixel pops, but yeah, it looks like some kind of interesting. It's sitting on top of a rail car, and it's okay. Maybe there's a railroad ties or something. It's something that has to do with maintenance of the track. That's what I'm guessing. And I have no idea what that is. It looks like it's got some kind of an arm that's picking up a railroad tie. Back over to you, KP4MD.
Thank you, Carol. You know, I kind of figured that they were railroad ties, but Bill made me think that maybe they're picking up the old ones after they replace them with the new concrete ties. I know in Tehachapi Pass when they did that, I could see like a bunch of ties by the side before they picked them up. So I'm guessing it might be after they did like the tie replacement. But I'm going to die. I mean, I know about Greg and his passing trains too. I'm going to die if I find out this was just some kind of a casual picture he snapped out of his window or something. So let's have him tell us about it and what's going on.
Well, I appreciate the reports there, so I'll give you the story behind this picture. Another 320 gem just happened to fit in. This is from an older digital camera that took pictures about this size, frankly. A little fun, so the wires go on horizontal. That's like internet and such, but the one that goes across the top corner, maybe 45 degree, kind of cuts that top left corner off. That is the inverted V, or I don't know, it was a 40 meter that I had. So this is the backyard, and then based on dates, I have to look at the plants. So this is about 2016 or so, somewhere in there. And yeah, a couple of you guys got a good guess there. So they had come through with a different kind of machine and kicked all these old railroad ties off to the side. Now they've all been replaced, and the rock has been added, and the rail was smoothed, like run over with sparks flying and a water truck behind it, and another water truck coming through every 10 minutes on the other track and everything, and they smoothed it out. And they left behind these bundles of these rail ties. So this guy is a maniac. That is a track-based, I don't know, let's call it a backhoe or something, a little cab that spins all the way around. He is not tethered to that track. He's just, to that rail car. He's just on it. And sometimes, as these guys were cruising through, they had him on both sides, so he had to go to the other side and reach over that further. And then sometimes he'd take 3 scoops, so the train doesn't stop. So he'd grab one scoop, throw it on the plow, grab a second scoop when he's right on it, and then reach backwards to grab that third scoop, get it on the train as it's still moving. And then one thing you can't see is opposite. That's all articulating. He's in motion. He's also moving up and down this train track, making new piles and backing up from the edge of the pile and such the whole time. And he's got a big spike on the back of that hook where if one got away from him and he reached down and he spiked it and brought it up in almost 2 pieces, but he got it. KK6WSP.
That's interesting. You know, I like trains, and we've had a few train shots on the net here, so I, for one, always enjoy seeing them. But this is a pretty interesting one here. A little bit more than your average rail fan shot. So very good, Greg. That was a good one. Thanks for sending that. So that said, are there any other comments, questions, or burning desires? And then I'll end it up. Okay, I'll say it again. Thanks to Greg, KK6WSP, for joining us. And thanks to everybody else, too. Bob, Bill, Carol, and Stuart. I like having you all the time. I'm appreciative that you let me do this. I enjoy it. So I want to thank everybody else, the YouTube viewers. I didn't see if we had anybody. I don't have my other computer working to watch that feed. But if we have anybody out there, thanks for watching, and please come back. We hope to see you again next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Pacific time. I'm closing this net officially now at 9:55 p.m. This is Bill, K6KRQ, wishing all of you a good evening. 73.
Hey, Bill, I got a question for you if you're still here, KK6WSB.
Yeah, I am. Go ahead.
Hey, I wonder if you've programmed any flow scan channels into your radio for HF. On the weekends, I don't know the frequencies, but I have a collection in the radio that I scan through, and I'll catch a SSTV signal on maybe 20 meters, maybe 15 meters, I'm not sure now. But I've got them in the radio there, and on the weekends you'll catch some photos there.
You know what? I haven't given this K6KRQ. I haven't given it a whole lot of effort because I'm still fudging around with my HF antenna, but I have done it on 20 meters. I do have them programmed into the radio, but I've fished around a couple times on 20 meters, and I've got a couple of guys. And I've stumbled across a couple of guys too, so I'll have to all I got to do is connect up a coax, but yeah, I'd like to do that more.
Yeah, Roger. All right, well, I'll let you go there, and yeah, sometimes now that I'm getting this working, I'll just kind of leave that channel on and come back and look through your history. I've got a circus semi from somebody, and just random stuff that came over HF. Here's a KD5 in my history, so fun times. You take care, Bill, and I had a great time tonight. KK6WSB.
Alrighty then. Again, thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. This is Bill, K6.